How do you do? Welcome to Trews. Remember my ongoing campaign to keep alive. How do you do? People not saying how do you do to each other enough. It's got to end. I discovered that, didn't I, at the Social Research Institute. That is the main issue of the day. How do you do? But there's other issues also. Like, dong, Queen announces Queen's speech. Like, when they're doing these speeches about austerity and how, like, you know, given the limited resources, we're going to have to do fracking now, don't you ever sort of think, ain't you in a great big gold fucking house? How poor are you? I mean, that is mad, isn't it? That shouldn't be happening anymore. We're a sophisticated species now. We've evolved beyond that. We don't need people in great big gold houses covered in medals for stuff they can't possibly have done. I mean, what would warrant that? If it was like if this was a film and he was some sort of space admiral, you'd think, oh, he must have killed an alien nation or something like that. Han Solo at the end of Star Wars don't get that, do they? They just go, I appreciate what you've done with blowing up the Death Star. Look at him! I don't think there's no point in having a royal family no more, do you? Should we just get a shot of them? I think so. Contaminated drip. NHS, like every day they've got to say something about the NHS being a bunch of bastards. Ridiculous snides. Like, this is a page where every single thing it's saying is bloody stupid. Want to ward off allergies? Right. Pick food up off the floor. Amanda's beauty secret. When in doubt, just ask yourself, what would Jennifer Aniston do? Jen Aniston, and what she may or may not do, is an abstract concept. We're never going to achieve, like, the amount of work you'd have to do to align your consciousness with Jennifer Aniston's consciousness. Like, you'd have to really get to know her, wouldn't you? You have to read everything about her. Like, even if you was a twin, born the same day, fertilised in the same uterus, there's still a likelihood that you wouldn't know what Jen Aniston wanted. So there's a lot of ground to make up. And what's the end result of this perhaps lifetime's endeavour? To know what Jennifer Aniston would do. She's probably herself riddled with self-doubt. So Amanda Holden, your solution, what would Jennifer Aniston do? I don't think it's a solution to any problems unless you're only talking about skincare or something, are you? Stylist, blah blah blah. Praising her style, yeah, I think it's just to do with lipstick and that. Oh yeah, if it's just to do lipstick, yeah, do that. But if your problems are just about lipstick, like you've allowed your life to be filtered down to a tiny tunnel of meaninglessness when you were part of the infinite glorious wonder of the universe. Then finally, it goes, technology turns the young absent-minded. What technology does it? Well, anything that didn't occur naturally. A fucking stick, if you're using it to unblock your toilet, is a bit of technology. A spoon is... hello, I can't focus on my GCMEs. I can't do my GCMEs. I've been distracted by my spoon. That's technology. It's not inherently a problem. This is the problem. This is what's making young people absent-minded. Young people, old people, all people. A sort of mindless dictum of incessant idiocy. And, alright, let's give you some proper information as well. Khalil Gibran, some sort of Sufi mystic wizard fella, says... And then the scholar said, speak of talking, and he answered, you talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts, and when you can no longer dwell in the solitude of your heart, you live in your lips, and sound is a diversion and a pastime, and in much of your talking, thinking is half murdered. In much of your talking, thinking is half murdered, for thought is a bird of space, that in a cage of words may indeed unfold its wings, but cannot fly. He's saying there that as long as we live on this frequency of intercommunication, we can never achieve enlightenment. So, like, whilst even me chattering on now has limited, highly limited value. What? Even you, Russell? Yeah, even me. I know, it's hard to believe. You'd think that this would directly be like a sort of transcendent tightrope that you could walk straight into the gates of paradise. No. Thoughts and words are limited, but beyond thoughts and words, in the silence, in the solitude, we have access to infinite beauty and transcendence. That is some truth, that was some truth today. How do, is there some truth today? How do, dung, 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 dung.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.